Hi, it's Faith. Welcome. I'm so glad to see you. Yeah, today's been a tough day. I'm here today to make a video that's very honest. I lost everything and I'm done pretending I'm okay. I'm Faith and this is my journey. If you clicked on this video expecting someone just telling you to vibrate higher and smile through the pain, you can probably click away now. Because today I'm tired. I am spiritually, energetically, and emotionally tired. I'm making this video because I'm done pretending that trauma is cute, that healing is a straight line, and that you can just manifest your way out of living in hell without talking much about how much it costs you to survive. If you ever had your life ripped away from you, if you ever had to claw your way back from absolute zero, the bottom, while everyone around you tells you to stay positive, you can do it, you're strong, don't give up, well, then this video is for you. Let's rewind. Not long ago, I had my life together. I had my own apartment, my own space, an amazing remote job in mental health where I helped people. I changed people's lives. And that's what I was told by the very members I served. I had my stability. I had my private sanctuary, my peace. I was independent. And then life pulled the rug out from under me. A sudden job loss, financial collapse and fallout. Kept living out of my car. Couldn't afford my apartment anymore. The brutal domino effect that followed. When you lose your income in this world, you don't just lose money. You lose your autonomy. You lose your four walls, your shelter over your head, food out of your mouth. And that forced me right into the nightmare that so many people who are trying to rebuild here face. An unstable world of room rentals. That's where I am. You know, people talk about starting over like it's this inspiring movie montage. But they don't talk about the humiliation, the shame. They don't talk about what it feels like to go from having your own secure space. I don't know what that was. But sharing a roof with strangers whose values, habits, respect for basic human hygiene are non-existent. So let me tell you what my daily reality has looked like, because I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I am fed up and I'm pissed. I'm just so done. You know, I moved out of a past filled with heavy, toxic, controlling energy. A background of surviving a dark, manipulative, narcissistic mother. And environments that drained my soul. I felt like I was dying on the inside. I did the work. I did the work. I set the boundaries. I tried to step into my light and make art, heal, prepare for a life of real love and stability that I made for myself. No one handed it to me. And what did I walk into? I walked into a room rental, a house with roaches, fruit flies buzzing around my face while I'm trying to work or have a quiet morning cup of coffee. Yeah. A roommate who literally pisses on the floor in the bathroom. Yeah. A house where there's grass clippings all over from the lawn care jobs that are tracked all over the floors and left to sit in the bathtub. Am I supposed to sit here and meditate in this environment? heal? Am I supposed to ignore the biological disgust screaming to my nervous system? There's no such thing as vibrating high when you're living in a garbage disposal. I keep having faith. I keep trying. I keep moving. I keep going forward no matter how exhausted I am. And still yet, it's like I'm not making traction. You can't feel like a sovereign queen when you are constantly stepping around someone else's biohazards in the bathroom, or getting to the kitchen and there's roaches everywhere. My soul is exhausted because my physical environment is a daily low vibrational war zone against my dignity. So let's talk about the spiritual burnout and emotional burnout because I'm feeling it and what that spiritual exhaustion is. People think spiritual burnout comes from praying too much or trying too hard. No, spiritual exhaustion comes from having a massive soul in a tiny suffocating cage, build a beautiful life, wanting to meet a partner who treats me like gold, wanting to create and live and breathe, and having every single step forward immediately blocked by another logistical nightmare. I've spent months trying to keep my faith intact, trying to look at all of the angel numbers I get, trying to trust the universe, God, and have faith while crying in my car because I just want a clean floor. I want my own space back. I want the life that was unfairly taken from me. I'm also tired of being strong. I'm tired of hearing people say, like, everything happens for a reason, right? Sometimes things happen because life is brutal. People are inconsiderate. The system is rigged against anyone trying to rebuild from scratch. Yeah. So why am I making this video? Let's talk about the fire that doesn't go out. Because I refuse to hide my anger anymore. I refuse to pretend that I'm okay when I'm not. You're sitting in a room rental right now that you hate. If you're staring at bugs you didn't invite, if you are mourning an apartment or a job that you lost, I see you. Your anger is valid. Your exhaustion is valid. The grief of losing your stability is real. That's why a lot of people don't want to slow down and feel it, because it's dangerous to feel. But here is my promise to myself and to anyone listening. I know this isn't my permanent address. I lost my own apartment when I lost my job. I didn't lose my spine. I am bruised. I am angry. I am exhausted. But that fire that made me walk away from toxic family, toxic relationships, say no to people trying to use me, that fire makes me demand a better life. And it's not out. I'm going to get out of this swamp again. Going to get my own place that no one can take from me. And until then, I'm not going to apologize for being pissed and angry that everything I worked hard for was just ripped away from me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. It's Faith. I love you. Take good care.